If you want to be happy but you feel like a loser, I know exactly what that's like. So, all the way through high school and into my early 20s especially, I thought I was a loser. I was weird, awkward. I was completely different to everybody else. I didn't drink. I didn't like parties. I wasn't confident with girls or just talking to anyone, really. I mean, I was generally scared of most things and most people, but I did do the things that I liked, and I focused on the things that made me happy. It was kind of conflicting in a lot of ways because I wanted more, but I really had no idea how to get to the other side of that or what that would look like. I wouldn't say that I was unhappy, but I wouldn't say that I was super happy. I just stumbled across the personal development world when I was 21, and that really changed things for me. So another thing that I figured out along the way was hearing about the autism spectrum and finding that I ticked a lot of boxes for those things, which really explained a lot about my life and made me feel better about myself because now I knew that it wasn't just me feeling like a loser, it was certain conditions that were affecting my behaviour that weren't necessarily my fault. And look, some days I still feel like a loser and I might beat myself up, but I feel like I'm winning at life and I'm winning the battle against that negative self-talk that occasionally comes up in my mind and just tries to have a go at me. But here are three things that I've learned along the way that have really helped in me being happy being me. Firstly, if you're not happy with something, then learn how to fix it and work at it every day. So if you're not confident talking to other people, maybe you need to be working on communication skills. If you are not happy with your appearance, maybe you need to go and work with a stylist or talk to somebody who has some style and fashion sense who can help improve your look, appearance, or whatever. Maybe you need to go to a barber and get a really good cut. Maybe you need to try a different hairstyle. Maybe you need to shave differently. Maybe you need to just focus on your posture. Maybe you need to get to the gym. It could be all sorts of different things. But figure out what it is you're not happy about and then go and look for a solution and then work your ass off until you get to that point. I haven't had good hair for a long time. Like, it's all just disappeared. So rather than going around with scattered hair, which I think just looks crappy all the time, it's just, no, I'm going to shave it on a regular basis and this is just what my hair is like now. And I'm cool with that because at least it looks neat. I'm not trying to have hair when I don't have hair. This is what I got, so I'm just going to own this. I wear shirts like this all the time. This is just what I like. It's what I'm comfortable in. And it's not just about the color or the appearance or the brand or whatever. It's also the fabric. The fabric feels so much better on me. And because I feel comfortable, now I am confident. So I figured out how I could do that. So whatever it is that you're not happy with, anything in your life, it doesn't have to be just like appearance. It could be, I'm not happy with my job. I'm not happy with my family. I'm not happy with my relationship with my friends. I'm not happy with my intimate relationship. Great. You know what the problem is. Now go and find a solution. There's plenty of solutions out there, but you have to do the work on it. Nobody else is going to do the work for you. And if you do nothing, nothing's going to change. So, number two, if your mind is telling you stories that beat you up and put you down, you can take back control over that narrative. Honestly, you can use meditation, gratitude, affirmations, journaling. All of those things can help. There's lots of different things that help, but you've got to try something and see if it works for you. See what happens. And if it doesn't work as well as you want, try something different. And it might take months or years, whatever. What else are you doing? If you're not doing anything, then you're just going backwards, and backwards is worse. Like where you're at right now, you're probably not real happy, but backwards, that's probably worse. Okay, maybe you are one of those people that your glory days are behind you, or so you think. But you can change that narrative as well. Again, it's a story in your head. So if you're not getting the results you want, try something different. Go and try something and see what happens. You might find the absolute solution that just turns your life around so much that you wake up just not even recognizing yourself or your life anymore. I know what that's like because I am living it at the moment, and it is freaking me out every day. I am having the strangest shit happen to me. Coincidences that are so far out of control. Experiences that are just unexpectedly amazing. I mean, so yesterday I had the best day I've had in I don't know how many years. And only 2 weeks beforehand, I'd had the best day that I had had in years. And I had outdone the best day with another best day. I could not believe it. And I'm still buzzing from yesterday of how good it was. And you know what? I woke up freaking excited today because I just want more of that. And that's the cool thing is I worked on something and I got a result. So I kept working on it and I keep working on it and I keep getting a result and it keeps getting better. The same will be for you, but you have to decide to work on it. It is all about you, your responsibility, your discipline. And if you are just procrastinating and not doing anything about it, then that's on you too. And if you feel like a loser for that, well, maybe you need to do something about it because ain't no one else coming to save you. All right, number 3, surround yourself with others who are on the same mission or the same path so they can support you and you able to support them, and then everybody wins. If you can find your team, you are going to be so much stronger, so much more confident, so much more happy, living a life that you really love. And you just... So yesterday, like I said, one of the best days I've had in I don't know how long. I started my day playing beach volleyball, and I finished volleyball, and as I walked off the court, I said goodbye to everyone. I hugged 6 people on the way off the court, and they're like unbelievably good friends of mine. Only one of them have I known for any longer than a year. Some of them, only months. Some of them, a maximum of a year. Only one of them have I known for 15 years. But then there's another probably 10 or 15 people I could have hugged on my way up because we're such good friends and we've got that relationship where you're just like surrounded by people who want you to win. And that's what it's all about, man. You find your team and they back you. You find the wrong team and they're just going to drag you down. Ain't nobody got time for that shit. That is just pointless. It gets you nowhere. If you keep spending time around the wrong people, then they are just going to drag you off on whatever tangent they're on, whatever mission you're on. Maybe you have to walk away from people. Maybe you have to walk away from your family. Maybe you have to walk away from friends that you've had for 10, 20, 30 years, whatever. If you got to do what you got to do for you and it isn't what they need, then that's too bad because your choice is you either go where you want to go or you go wherever they're dragging you. That's your choice. But you have to make that choice. You have to say yes or no. You have to just be like, all right, you know what? I'm going to step into the unknown. I don't know what's going to happen here, but I'm going to have faith that it's going to work out and I'm going to go for it. My theme for this year is go all in. And I don't know when that happened. Somewhere between the end of the year and the start of the year, I was very much challenged to go all in. One of the things that I'm doing is 100 YouTube videos in 100 days, which I thought about initially, thought about it for a couple of weeks, thinking about how I could do it, and then I decided against it. It was a bad idea. It was like a self-sabotaging thing. It was like, there's no way I can do that. It will break me if I attempt that. And then I had a thought, after I'd already decided, no, I'm not going to do that. I'll have to do something else. I was like, well, how could I make it work? How could I make this work for me? And, oh, I've got a sneeze coming on. I figured that there would be a way to do it. If I was going to be able to do it, the only way I could do it was to do it this, this, and this. I'm not going to say what those things are, but I figured out, all right, well, I can do it if I do it this way. But at the end of the day, I chose to do it my way and not the way that anyone else has told me to do it. Because that way is impossible. My way, I can figure that out. I can make that work. So that's my choice. I know where I'm going and I know how to do it and I am working my ass off to get there. If that's what it takes, no problem. If my friends don't understand, no problem. I'm doing it anyway. If something comes up and it's going to take me away from my mission, can't do it. I've got this as a priority. This is what I need for me. This is one of what's going to get me to where I want to get to. This is what's going to make me happy. And that's what it's all about. Figure out what makes you happy. Go and do more of that. All right? So there is your big three things. If you want to be happy, you got to work at it. It's not something you can just pretend or just hope that things get better. Hope without action or faith without action is just, it's pointless. It doesn't get you anywhere. So try different approaches. Do these different things consistently. Find out what works, and then be prepared for your life to be changed in ways you cannot imagine. Be prepared for opportunities that come up seemingly out of the blue and just change the trajectory of your life. People will show up. Opportunities will show up. Things will show up. Experiences will happen that are just beyond comprehension, and it will blow your mind. And it is totally worth it. I can tell you that. That is for damn sure. It is totally worth it. So, look, if you want support on your quest to be happy and live a good life, I've got a free 28-day program. You can join it on the link below, and I will help guide you through my way of putting my life together to design, build, and live your ideal lifestyle. So click the link below. I'll see you on the inside.